folks. This is Vicki Woodyard coming to you from Atlanta, Georgia. I want to give a short talk about the riches of Ruby Land. Vernon Howard gave a talk once called The Riches of Ruby Land, and after his death, some of his students were asked to do some transcription work to be put in one of his books, and I remember transcribing that talk, and the salient points are this, that a man heard about a place called Ruby Land, and it was said that if you got there and were allowed in, you could gather pocket loads of rubies, all you could hold. So he made a long, hard journey to reach this place. But when he got there was a guard, fierce guard. And he said, wait just a minute. You can't just walk into Ruby Land. You have to do something first. And the man said, sure, what is it? And he said, you have to empty your pockets of rocks. Now, the man didn't think he had any rocks in his pockets. He sure didn't remember, but this was a pretty menacing guard, so he plunged his hands down into his pockets, and he scrounged around, and he found a few, and he took them out and showed the guard that he was dropping them. And the guard said, fine, now you can go in and enjoy Ruby Land. And so the man went in, and he filled his pockets with rubies. Now, what that meant, and it has different meanings for everyone, but the first time I went out to hear Vernon Howard speak, I was a little daunted by his off-putting energy. There was a sign over his desk that said, no talking to Vernon. And after I heard a couple of his talks, I told my husband, I said, I don't think I want to go back anymore. He's a little strict for me. Well, a year later, I studied him for a solid year. A year later, we were back there. And this time I knew better than to have any rocks in my pockets when I was in front of Vernon Howard. He was not going to give me the rubies until the rocks had been emptied out. All of his students knew that. The rubies are eternal truths, eternal verities. And it's the rare man or woman that wants them enough to drop the rocks. You understand? You understand me? It's just how it is. Everything comes with a price. Vernon said, take what you want and pay for it. So if you wanted the rubies, you had to empty your pockets of thoughts, of negativity. And if you wanted the things of this world, like wine, women, and song, as the old saying goes, you had to pay for that too. There's a price for everything. And that's it.